Okay guys, you guys just seen me. I actually just cut up my potatoes and some onions, and I'm gonna make some potatoes, creamy potatoes au gratin. And I was going to use this pan, but I think I'm just going to use that. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use this pan because I don't know if this is going to be big enough, but let's just start. We're going to start with the sauce. So I'm going to turn this on medium, and I'm going to grab some either milk or some half and half. So you guys can use either one. Just a cup. Oh, actually, let me put the butter in there first. I need 4 tablespoons of butter in here. Okay, guys, I already added the butter to the pan. I only did about 3 tablespoons. So I melted it. So I'm going to add a little bit of flour, like a small little roux in there. You just want to cook that flour taste off of it. There you go. Going to cook it for about a minute or 2 just to get that flour taste, because I don't want a dark roux. I want a light roux for this. Okay, I have my heat set up to about medium, and then I have these onions that I chopped up. Probably going to add about half of those. Don't want a lot of onions. That's enough. So that is probably about half of a medium onion. So I am just going to cook those for a bit, for probably a couple more minutes. Now some people add their onions, you know, in the layers of their potatoes. So you could do it like that, but I just added them to the sauce. So that is a cup of half and half. You only have milk, that's fine. And I'm just going to cook this until it starts to simmer, just so I can see how thick it's going to be. Okay guys, it has thickened up. Now if it gets a little bit too thick for you, just add a little bit, because remember you're going to put some cheese in here. So just add a little bit more milk, or half and half. And you can use some cream cheese at this point, but I have a can of soup, of cheddar cheese soup. Now if you don't have that, don't worry about it. But I'm going to use this cheddar cheese soup to add, and it'll bring like a level of creaminess. So let's just put that in there. I'll get all of it out of there. And then over here, I have some cheese that I grated up, and that is some extra sharp white cheddar and some Monterey Jack. So just your favorite cheeses. And I have about 12 ounces of cheese over there. So I'm going to stir that in. You know what? I forgot the seasoning. You're going to put some all-purpose seasoning in there also, and some black pepper. So add that in there. And then I'm going to add half of this cheese. You want to save half of it. You want to save half of it for the top. And like I said, if it gets a little too thick, just add a little bit more milk. Okay, guys, I was going to put everything in the one dish. It was too small. And then I grabbed my, let me show you. Because I was trying to make a little bit, but once you put the sauce in there, it'll be too big. So then I was going to put everything in this pan. You guys know I had got this Le Creuset pan in that haul I did, and I was going to do that one because I was trying to make a tiny bit, but then when I tested it for size, the potatoes, and there was only 6 potatoes, were actually filled up the thing. So after you put the cheese in it and everything, it'll have been too much, and I don't want it to overflow in the oven. So I showed you guys this in one of my hauls, and I haven't used it yet. So let's use this one. This might be a little bit too big, so we'll see. So I'm just going to put a little bit of spray on here. And here is the potatoes that I have cut up. And they're pretty thin. So I'm going to put, oh, I probably should put a little cheese down first, but that's okay. So you're just going to layer it. And then I'm going to put a little bit of, not a lot, because cheese is kind of salty anyway. And you guys see I put a little seasoning already in the cheese. So I'm just going to add a little bit of pepper on here. And a little seasoning, just a little bit. I don't want it to be too salty. And then I'm going to add a little bit of the cheese. Let me see. Let me move this. This is, I got that cheese for grab this for the top. Grab this ladle. And I'm just going to put this all over. And then I'm going to put some more potatoes. Kind of like a lasagna. That's how I do mine. Grab some more potatoes. Now, if you want to take your time and do them one by one like this, I don't do that. Probably going to get about 3 layers out of this. Then season it a little bit more. So just repeat that. Okay guys, I got it all in the pan and it was about 4 layers. And I think it's because those potatoes was cut so thin. And I told you it's only 6 potatoes. Medium size also. And so you take the remainder of that cheese that I had put aside and put on the top. And then I have my oven set at 375. And I'm going to bake it covered for, get that all in here, for about 35 minutes. And then I'm going to uncover it for 20 to 25 minutes. Okay. Get that off of there. You know what? I always spray the top of my foil just to be safe, even though it might not touch, but just in case it does, so it doesn't stick to the foil. And cover that tightly. And then I will let you see what it looks like when I bring it out. Okay guys, that's what it looks like when it comes out the oven, still bubbling. I'm going to let it sit here for about 10 minutes before I dish it up, because you guys know you gotta wait for a minute before you dish it up. But then I will show you what it looks like plated up in about 10 minutes. Okay guys, I let it cool enough so I could scoop some out. Still hasn't set, probably about another 5 or 10 minutes, but let's taste it. And so you want it's cooked all the way through. Delicious. And you can taste the little onion that I put in there. And like I said, that's optional, but I like a little onion. But you see I cut it up really, really small. Oh, that's hot. Great side dish to go with roasted chicken, fish, pork, whatever. Okay. So that is how I make my cheesy au gratin potatoes. You guys try this recipe. Let me know what you think. Okay. You guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you next time. Bye. Have a great day.